in paint. So let the pinks and blues and the yellows go way up. And let the hype and the vibe and the energy stay up. Girl, them wine them waist, so let the color them spray up. Let them know.
Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Of course, it's Monday, which means we have brand new artwork on set. And joining us this morning in studio, our resident artist for the week is Alana Joseph. Good morning, Alana.
Good morning, Natasha.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming, and immediately thank you for the beautiful artwork on set. It's very exciting.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
And so, before we go into the artwork, let's talk a little bit about you and your journey.
Okay, so I've been creating probably all my life, from since I can remember. But this year in January, I really began to actively paint.
Okay. And so, as you said, you've been painting, well, you've been creating all your life. Was it that you were moving through different mediums or different methods of creating, or was it always the artwork itself?
Different things. So I love art, I love crafts, I just love creating things with my hands. Inspiration would come from anywhere, basically, from nature, from people. So anything would really inspire me, but I felt that maybe now is the time to really delve into it.
Was there anything in particular that sparked you to say now is the time?
A friend of mine, she encouraged me to enter an exhibit at the Rotunda Art Gallery for January, and I did. And then the encouragement and support that I got from them really spurred me to keep on going.
Interesting. Well, that's beautiful, and that's why community is so important as well. Now, there's a lot of focus in your profile talking about rhythm, balance, but interestingly also structure, nature, and geometry. How does that all marry together?
So I like to depict art that has motion, just basically capturing elements from nature. But I also love the clean lines that geometry gives to you. So anything that really allows me to marry the two together is something I enjoy doing.
Is there any particular way that you prefer to create, maybe from a photo or drawing or even live?
I tend to create sometimes just from the ideas that come to me, but I also love to create using a palette knife.
Okay. So, as you mentioned, you've been doing this for years. What was the first medium that you started to use that sort of pushed you on your journey?
It would have been the typical poster paints on paper, watercolor, you know, that sort of medium is what I would have started off with. And I think as I progressed, I started to use more canvases and acrylic paints. Those are the things I basically use a lot.
And those are your preferred ones now?
Yes.
All right, so let's take a look at some of these pieces that we have on set this morning, starting with the one that is right here to my left. What's the name of this piece?
Okay, so this piece is titled Reflections of Freedom. And it really depicts, I created it for emancipation. So it depicts a slave, and if you look into his eyes, you can see that he has a vision of someone being freed. So the chains are broken on his hands, and the lines on his face, they represent the emotional and psychological scars that you would find slaves would have gone through, right?
So also we're seeing the reflection in the eyes as well, as you would have mentioned as
Yes.
well. How long did this take for you to create?
This piece took me 7 hours.
7 hours? You're really surprised of it. 7 hours.
7.
Wow. And
7
what
hours.
mediums did you use for this particularly?
So this would be a mix of acrylic paint and texture paste.
Okay. And any particular choices behind the colors? Because I see here you have some blue.
Right, so I have some earth tones and some metallic tones, really just describing or going deeper into the struggle that slaves would have gone through. And their connection to the land as well.
So something also we see from this is that the layers, the way that it would have dried. And you said it took 7 hours. So 7 hours from start to finish, or
Start to
7
finish.
hours not including drying?
Acrylic paint dries really quickly.
There we go. All right. 7 hours. Absolutely beautiful. An interesting choice of size as well. Was there any particular reason you chose to do it in this size?
I've had this canvas for a while, and I felt like this was the piece that was meant for it.
Was there a particular moment that struck you, that inspired you to say, now is the time to paint this?
This show.
No, there we go. Hey, look at the Now Morning Show, inspiring some great things. All right, let's go on to the next piece. Now, this piece is called City Streets.
Yes.
How did you create this piece?
Okay, so this one is also a mixed media on canvas, and this was actually my first painting for this year.
Okay.
And this piece was done for the monochrome exhibit at Rotunda.
Okay.
Right? So the first layer of this is really newsprint.
Okay.
I don't know if it's probably not visible straight off, but it's a financial report from Answer Merchant Bank.
Okay.
Right? And that really speaks to the fact that cities are financial centers. Right? This piece also has a lot of texture, and it also has those geometric lines. Right? And it also shows different modes of transport. Basically, it's any city you would expect to see.
That's the thing. So that looking at the piece, at one moment I'm like, all right, the first thing comes to my mind, classic New York.
Yes.
But then you take a look at it, look at the shape of the buildings, and I'm like, wait, no, this could also be Trinidad as well.
Exactly.
So the layers that you just explained there with the financial report, how long did that idea take to come to mind? That's fascinating.
Not very long.
Okay.
Yeah, not very long. I think when I get an idea, I just really run with it.
And did it delay the process or make the process a little bit longer with having the financial reports and then the painting?
That aspect really did take a little more time than usual, and if it was just paint alone. But I love the result of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's absolutely beautiful. And now that you say it, if I really peer into it quickly, and viewers, I'm not sure if you can see it on your screen, but I can see Answer right there. And also with the person riding their bicycle as well at the crossroads, very symbolic.
Yes.
This is beautiful. So let's go on to our next piece. Can you share with us the name of this piece and the media that was used?
Okay, so this piece is titled Gamitia Nari, and it's another mixed media on canvas. It would be acrylic and texture paste. And Gamitia Nari translates to indentured woman.
Okay.
Right, and it really is a piece that speaks to history and this woman being a representation of every mother, daughter, sister that came across on the ship, right? The indentured woman is expected to work alongside the men in the fields, but she's also expected to manage the family.
Yeah.
And this would also extend into the community. So she's responsible not only for cutting cane on the side, but she's also responsible for passing down those traditions and the religion and everything that would have come from the motherland for them.
It's absolutely beautiful. And I also see that there's some sort of writing underneath. I'm not able to make it out very clearly.
So that's a bit of poetry, and it's written from her perspective.
Okay, beautiful. An interesting choice with the bamboo being red. What is
sugarcane?
Sugarcane. Oh gosh, yes. Look at me making a mistake, but it's true. Sugarcane.
So I went for the purple cane, which is not the typical one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sweet one,
yes,
is true.
Sweet one.
And how long did this one take to create?
This would have been probably about a day.
Oh, a day, not bad. Now I'm seeing the layers as well. I know this is mixed media, as you would have mentioned. So what mediums are used for this?
Acrylic paint and texture paste.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you mix in the texture paste, does it take longer to dry or?
A little bit longer.
Okay.
It does.
And let's go on to the final piece that we have on set. Interesting choice here. What's the name of this piece?
So this piece is entitled The Wire Bender.
Okay.
I created it for a carnival exhibit. So when you think carnival and you think mass, you think of the big pretty mass.
Yeah.
But I wanted to go a step further and really look at the people who make that mass and the structures that support that mass. So this takes a look at the wire bender, or the work that the wire bender does. Embedded into it is really, in fine detail, is the structural elements of wire bending. From the actual physical metal, there's some bits of aluminum on it, and there's also graphical representations of how wire bender would go about creating their design. And the mask in the middle really symbolizes the end product, which is like emergence of a king or queen.
Right. And you also created the mask, yes?
No, well, I painted the mask.
Okay.
Yes.
And would this have been the same textured paints and acrylic also?
Yes.
And this particular one, what was the time frame for this, considering all the different elements that you have?
Again, about a day.
So you just, okay, so I'm definitely coming to terms with the fact that you are a Mensa Society member here this morning on the Now Morning Show. It's incredible to see all of these things come together and how you've been able to so beautifully portray the layers of our society and our culture as well. What is the one message that you would like people to take away from your work?
I think the one thing that I would like people to take away is that even though I have my own interpretations of what I create, I love the fact that somebody is able to look at a piece of art and have their own interpretation. And that is something I appreciate because it also adds layers to my work.
Is there anything in particular that you have yet to venture onto canvas and you would like to tell a story?
I would like to work on maybe a really large piece, but I also would like to work on something nature-based.
Well, we can definitely see all those different elements coming together in these pieces. Thank you so much for loaning them to us for the week. And as we were speaking a little bit off air, where can we get in contact with you if we would like to?
You could get in contact with me with the Art Society.
And what can we look forward to for the future? Anything in particular coming up? Any work you'd like to do?
Definitely some more paintings, and definitely I'm going to focus on some nature-based pieces.
Wonderful. Well, Alana, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you as well for having me.
It's a pleasure. And this, I mean, absolutely glorious. Hoping that you have a glorious week.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again
you.
on Friday when you come to collect.
Thank you.
Alana Joseph here with us this morning as our collaboration with the Art Society of Trinidad and Tobago continues. Stay tuned. There's more coming up after this break.